Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 8 of Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. Just a little reminder of the disclaimer I left on last episode, that there are a lot of hours yet to air of this stream and the next stream. Keep that in mind when providing feedback in the comments. Thank you, and let's get started. So let's set up our little water station again. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, I don't like it upside down. I wanted the pipes at the bottom, but I'm gonna do it right side up. So that would look, it's gonna look a little janky, but it's all right. Hey, thank you, Sky. Been way too kind this month. Hey, look, it's the same amount of pipes as last time. Ta-da! This is done. Another thing I'd like to do is to switch out the dead batteries. Wow, my welder got completely dead. Tier 3, here we go. Dang. Alright, so all of the water stuff is color-coded and all that. Let's put oxygen next to the water. Wrench it down. And oh, great. You know how I gently put my my spray cans. So now we are spray painting the tank canister. Next to oxygen, I'm going to do nitrogen. And next to nitrogen, I'm going to do, well, I don't need to spray paint it yellow because it's already yellow. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide we'll just generically have used yellow. Why don't you power low me? My power's fine. Now, I do want the tank refill. The waste tank venter, or whatever this thing is. So let's just move this. And then, for each type of gas that we have, we're going to want each gas to have its own filter. So here's the best thing to do is to remove one pipe here, spray paint the one pipe the correct color, and then all the other pipes I pull up will be the same color. It just like inherits color. All right. So over here, this canister is I'll have to name it, but the way we had this set up was the way we had to, I'm trying to think how I want to set this up. So when we introduce gas into our system, it's probably best to have all of the gas, and here's where we need yellow again. It's probably best to have all of the gas filter all the way through, so that anything that I'm waste tanking here. So this is more about theory now. So this waste tank is going to be for any gas that I have in my possession that I want filtered, more than just like whatever's in my waste tank. So this is going to be, let's have carbon dioxide be gray. I guess they spell gray with an E here. That always confuses me. Want to put the filters outside? I could, But I couldn't... The trouble is anything I put outside, I can't maintain during the day. Also, the pipes that would lead to the filters would be superheated during the day. So it would be really, really, really tricky to keep things temperate. So for that reason, I want to keep things inside. Because if they're outside, they get really, really, really hot. So yellow will just be gas mix. Will be unknown gas mix. That will be what yellow is here. And to minimize the square footage that my atmospherics take, I will significantly build to the ceiling. So I'm going to move everything so that I can just install everything to the ceiling here. Oh, and that's backwards again. Oh, no, it isn't. There. So anytime I have a canister of something, I can stick it in here, and it will filter all the oxygen and put it in my oxygen storage. Another thing I should do is to have some way to have a secondary oxygen tank, but I'm going to worry about that in a little bit. Then, the unfiltered gases here are going to continue to the next filter. So then this will lead to the next filter. So let me go get my other... I have one more atmospheric over here. Here it is. And then this filter here should be oxygen. Done. So then this filter here, I will set up just like the oxygen filter, except for that's an air conditioner, because I'm an idiot. There, that's filtration unit. And this is going to be for nitrogen. How's power doing? Oh, power's great. My whole power tower is... I don't really have to worry about it at all. So if it's nitrogen, boom, green. A little color-codedness, right? So when this waste gas, this like extra gas comes out, it's still yellow because it's mixed random gas. I don't really know what it's in it, right? It could have anything but oxygen. This will then feed to the next filter, which pulls out all the nitrogen. And then that means that pipe I just installed should be green for nitrogen. And then the giant portable thingies on my back will deploy here. I'll wrench it down and paint it green for nitrogen. Oh, look at that. It's nice. If I atmospheric analyze it, there shouldn't be anything in these pipes. This should be oxygen, which it is, pure oxygen. This should be empty. This should be pure water, which it is. So there's no mistakes here, right? I've not made mistakes. I don't have leaks or anything like that. Thank you, JD, for all the additional bits. My goodness, guys. I can't even... Why is my... Whew. All right, then the last tank here is carbon dioxide, which the atmosphere has like a bajillion of. That's no issue, but it doesn't have cool carbon dioxide. In fact, now that I think about cool carbon dioxide, my base is hot because I went outside. So let's actually cool the base down by opening up the doors because we're hotter than we need to be. And put normal lights. There we are. So the last tank here is going to be carbon dioxide, which we don't need too much of. Will you add an oxygen refill station? I will eventually, yeah. I just don't need one right now because I can jank my way through it. So we'll need one more. Man, I have all these wires everywhere. We'll need one more atmospherics. Which is iron, gold, copper. I really need to build chutes over here, don't I? Hey, Tristan. Come on. Oh, Oh, dear Lord. I can't. There we go. All right, so one more atmospherics. And then if it's not these three gases, oh, it's becoming daytime. So I cooled down the base a little bit, but let's close these now. Oh, you know what? Wait a second. Atmospherics, how long are you going to take? You're almost done? Because I could have slapped the windows on. Okay, atmospherics, you hold on. I'm going to slap the windows on. Rush! You know, my poor planning is honestly the cause of all of this rush. I looked at my backpack and realized this is something I hadn't done. It's only 1:33 out. It's not super hot yet, unlike last time. There we go. Break the ankles. Oh, let me inside. All right, there we go. So there is actually a gas that I'm going to want to keep that I don't have set up for, which is X, which makes for really good refrigerant. So I might need yet another tank, which feels dumb because I should just move my water tank. Yeah, I should just move a water tank. Because water is treated differently anyway. It's a liquid, not a gas. Come on, atmospherics. Oh, I didn't even have enough copper to make two. I could have left that printing. Or, alternatively, I could just... No, I won't move my water. Because all I would need to do is just push the base out one more unit. Will this be on YouTube? It will. It will, random. Or Ravage, I should call you. It will be airing... I haven't updated my schedule with it, but it will be airing, I think, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday. So it will be just to try to get through the backlog. This is ominous music. It's like peaceful, but like sounds ominous to me. So, let's continue. The outcast of the nitrogen comes out. This is still mystery gases here. Because it could be any amount of mix. And then that goes into the carbon dioxide, which we're calling gray. At this point, I'm going to label these. Not that it's really needed, but oxygen filtration. Portable tank. Nitrogen. Carbon dioxide. Nitrogen filtration. Carbon dioxide filtration. Just so that even at a glance I can tell what they are. I do need two filters. I need a nitrogen filter and a carbon dioxide filter. Let's get that. Oh, nitrogen, I guess they... Well, let's see what color filter this is. Kind of looks black to me, but I thought... they usually have it in green. Because here's nitrous oxide. Oh, they made that green. I guess they changed it. And then carbon dioxide, which they have as gray. Well, I could paint my nitrogen as black. Do you guys want me to do that? I mean, it would just be one can of paint. If you have an opinion, you can just voice it in chat. I don't think I can actually look. Oh, no, there goes. It's in. Sure, why not? Because I guess there's nitrous oxide, which would be, according to the game, green. But I really don't. I mean, I don't know the difference. I'm going to clean up some of my cables here. There. Voila. A little cleaner. How about I pull you guys? Quick flash pull. Just because I got a little conflicting answers. So in here, we will start to plug these in. Man, this music is very peaceful. It's gonna put me to sleep. Who wants nap time? Hey, Dave. So now all these are able to be plugged in. Cool. Can I turn on all filters with one button? I could do that if I wanted to. Filters, however, so if we do a little analysis here, I think this is important of how much power these draw. So right now, you can kind of see what I'm drawing here. How do I even mouse down in here? Oh, here we go. So the small battery charger is 5 watts. The wall lights are 50. So if we turn these on, a single filter. Where is it? Show me a filter. 10 watts. 10 watts of power is just like nothing. And the thing is, the filters only get used when gases pass through them. So there's really not a reason to do it. Like, you can save yourself a few watts, but this 10 watts to me is like is basically nothing. All right, spray paint bottle black. Black is the winner. Cool. Well, in keeping with the game's color, we'll do that. All right, cool. Once it's daytime, I'm going to not. I will need to get some silicon because I'm going to expand this out one more tile. I'm going to go out one more tile. So that means I should probably get some more iron frames. 2 more iron frames. Put these in my backpack. And then 3 more iron sheets. Maybe with some more lighting. I'll work on that eventually. Once things... I generally do like the finishing touches like lighting when I'm closer to being done. Because the thing is, My guess is I move everything around again and again and again. You know, it gets moved around so many times. It's sometimes best to just do it last, because I know I'm going to mess with this little layout and the setup over and over and over. All right, so it's already tempered out. The first thing I want to do is get silicon while it's tempered out, because I can't see silicon when it's nighttime as easy. Oh, that's ice, though. This is silicon. Yeah, I'm moving things. I can always justify why I'm moving them. You know, it's not like I'm just moving them for the sake of moving them. It's like, oh, this way is better. There is some sort of, you should see how I arrange my office, right? The office that I'm in. Like, I've moved stuff around so many times until I was like, it's just right. I am, in real life, I'm a bit of like an efficiency demon. I'll be very, very honest. I like to be lazy. I don't even feel bad. I'm very, very like productive, right? Like the amount of stuff I produce or whatever. But everything I do in real life, I try to do with the least amount of effort as possible. So not so much lazy as just like min-max. So a ton of what I do is, even in real life, is to figure out how to do the task in like the least amount of time as possible without actually cutting corners. And I'll just keep improving upon how fast I can just get something done, because I don't want to spend my life doing laundry and cleaning dishes and stuff, you know, like that's not what life is about. So yeah, I'm definitely a work smarter, not harder, but like almost to like a neurotically nth degree, and I'm all right with that. Doesn't really bother me. All right, punching these windows out. Let's put the glass away. So this is going to give us... Why is that blinking? Oh, because it doesn't have an exit pipe. Yeah, that's fine. Then we need our angle grinder. I'm just going to immediately put these windows back here. Because I actually might not want, because I know I wanted this frame and this frame. I might actually want frames over here too. It will look ugly from the outside, but I don't really care. Frames are better for me at that point. So aim. I'm a chef, it's very true. Yeah, like I'll spend time just like watching how to julienne carrots the fastest possible. Like, as ridiculous as it might sound, it's like I cut enough carrots and onions and scallions and shallots. Like, I just want to do things fast. There's nothing wrong with that, I hope. You know? So whenever my wife cooks, I tend to do all the prep cook stuff, because I will be able to chop and dice like significantly faster than she would. So I'll just do it for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. Now, with all that said, one could argue that I am dreadfully inefficient at Stationeers, and I wouldn't even argue against that. But that's more the fact that I'm out of practice, and that's somewhat why I keep changing my designs. But I haven't died, so I can't be that bad. This music, man. Waste tank caution. It's good to know. Waste tank caution means my waste tank is near full, and that will allow us to do a test run of my new filtration. Gotta get rid of all the dirt. Got a sweep. Okay, music. Let's have that stop. What is my favorite meal? Oh, geez. I don't know, man. That is a tough question because there's paneer makhni maybe, but I've only made it like once or twice. It's an Indian dish that I'm terrible at making Indian food. That would be one of my favorites. All right, so for the look of it, I am really low on copper. Yeah, paneer makhni is or like really good pad thai. I don't know. There's just a lot of good foods. The world is full of good food. If you like foreign food. Oh, don't throw the... No, don't do that. So I'm not missing anything over here. Right? Nope. So we are just looking for one more atmospherics to grab X, which is a pollutant. So we are going to need a tank connector. Let's huck the atmospherics over there. Whee! Hike the pipes. Whee! And then a tank. Yeah, Indian food is great for vegetarians and vegans because, you know, most of India, not most, but most of the world's vegetarians are, you know, Indian, is I guess the way to put it. But a lot of Asian food is really good. Some Asian food is a little trickier as a veg than others. Oops. Oh, it made it. Cool. I could have made two accidentally. Because, like, China, for instance, there is not even a concept of vegetarianism. And there's, like, a cultural norm of, like, I didn't actually serve you a full meal until the meal has meat in it. So it's actually so annoying to be a vegetarian in China because they're just try to add meat to everything. It's just the way. And you can't get away from it. It's kind of ridiculous. It's funny, but it's kind of ridiculous. All right, so we wanted a pollutant filter. So in this game, pollutants is yellow. So I guess we'll just keep it yellow. So this atmospherics kit will be filtering pollutants. And the reason why I want pollutants, if you're wondering, is pollutants makes for very good air conditioning. It's like you could treat it like Freon, I guess. So there's an advantage to using pollutants. And then all the waste gases here are going to go up and out of the base. That does mean I'm not capturing volatiles. What other filters am I missing? Carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen, pollutant, volatiles. One more tank. Yeah, all right. If I'm doing one more tank, because I should probably grab volatiles. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It's never enough. Okay, okay. All right. What do I need to do? I need copper. I need copper before I do an expansion. Dang it, guys. You're just having me make this base huge. Come on, cop. Oh, here's some copper. Atmospherics is a really big job. And the problem with atmospherics is, like, really, honestly, your base only really needs, like, carbon dioxide. Like, I could plant plants in my base with just pure carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Because plants only care if there's presence of CO2 and presence of water, temperature, and pressure. Like, that's all that plants care about is there's a minimum pressure and a maximum pressure. There's a minimum temp and a maximum temp. There is a certain percentage of carbon dioxide, and is there water in the water pipes? That's pretty much all they care about. Which means that, like, for a basic base, like, if you just want to grow plants... Oh, really? It's already daytime? Full yan. If you just want to grow plants, it's really not that challenging to just grow plants, because the bare requirements are pretty low, but I'm trying to actually have a base that's livable, you know, one that's comfortable, one that I can be proud in. And that changes the equation a little bit. Although this base looks hideous, but it's still my base. Oh, this is backed up. I added the window so that you can see the backup. All right. Honestly, we don't even need a base expansion, because I'll be quite honest. Water doesn't need the same treatment as everything else, because it can't be filtered through the filters, right? Because it's a liquid, not a gas. It's very, very different. So what I'll do instead is break this down yet again. I have to break it down in sequence, though, or it's going to be very, very bad. Ooh. Hey, Sky. Thanks for gifting out to Battle Noodle. Makes me want Chinese food. Yeah, I could put it back where it was. Iterative improvements. Yeah, it would be totally fine where it was. There's no issue about that. And that way I can finish up this job while here. Now, I am eventually going to set up a furnace specifically to capture... Oops. To capture, where did my wrench go? Specifically to capture ices? Oh, come on. Where'd my wrench go? Have a good night, Fail. I don't know where my wrench went. The earth reclaimed it? Yeah, I like stuck my wrench inside of this liquid tank. Oh, there it is. I have a wrench now in my hand. That's really strange. My wrench is the liquid water? Yeah, definitely a new bug. Saving the game. I can always make myself a new wrench. Wrenches aren't that expensive, but I'm going to see if a save and reload works. Yeah, what I did was I tried to drop the water tank while holding a wrench, and the game was like, oh, okay, drop wrench water tank. And made me drop both, and it, like, somehow combined both items into one another. There we go. All fixed. That was an interesting one. Save myself a pipe this time. Yoda sleeps a lot? Yeah, he does. Hey, buddy. I'll just spin them around. Okay, what was I doing? I was, copper. Yep, that was it. I really need to add chutes here. What am I even doing to myself? So, I needed one more atmospheric. And I need iron for that. And this is so that we can capture volatiles. I do have to be careful about not having a volatiles rupture. What are you doing, buddy? Because rupturing volatiles in a oxygenated environment would, well, it would be bad. So here's the filter. Volatiles are red. Now the tank. And tank connector. Pet Tusk. I can't at the moment. But can I pet Yoda instead, JD? Tusk just isn't in this, in the room right now. How much gigabytes does this game have? It's not that big of a gigabyte game. I mean, it's clean polys, but it's low polys. But I don't know off the top of my head. Sure, rain check on Tusk? Yeah, there is no Tusk. Alright, deploy. Ta-da. Wrench down. It's very strange the order I have them in, volatiles, oxygen, next to one another. It's like a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. The proximity doesn't really matter. It just feels wrong. Also, all of the music that has been going on, it's pretty strange. All right, so volatiles, you are this new waste capture. Oh, shush. Is going to move again, yet again. No surprise there. What's crazy is, thanks, Cheese, for looking it up. What's crazy is that, this is like the smallest possible tanks that not the smallest, but one of the smallest tanks I could store gas in. There are so many bigger tanks here, but just for the sake of room, I figured store it, in these small tanks. Now, this is an NK2 tank. It might actually have a max pressure that's significantly larger than these regular tanks, and that might be. I don't know how to make the MK2 tanks yet. I think I need an upgraded hydraulic pipe bending unit, which would be what is that mod? Electronic printer mod. What is the mod here? No. Maybe I can't make the MK2 tanks. Because I don't see MK2s on the list here. Or maybe what I need to do is make the electronic printer mod, and I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't have access to it now, so we're not going to be using it. Okay, so the inputs. Inputs, right. Don't get lost, Rad. I'm going to have to carefully remove without removing too much, or I die. Alright, very simple tank refill, just sticking it right above. Might be part of research. I don't think I have research enabled in this series. So then we need a volatiles filter. There it is. Plug this bad boy in. Yeah, this is a default world, and for research you need to have like a custom world. You don't get research by default. Because I think it's like a beta feature that doesn't exist yet. Or doesn't, you know, they're not endorsing it or whatever. All right, let's get some cables. It's going to be the right hour for me to... Wait, where'd these come? Oh. Wait, where did these come from? Concern? Oh, here? Yeah, there we go. Stack it till it drops. Let's put the paints away. And then what I need to do is to set up a passive vent at the end of this. Even though there's really no gases, there's not really any gases that are likely to get through this entire filtration system and then vent out there, because I'm not going to be, I don't have like nitrous oxide or anything like that. But whatever. You love how they auto stack? Yeah, it's great. It is great. All right, there we are. Here's our beautiful filtration. I think it looks nice. The other thing is I'm going to need the yellow pipes to not represent pollutant anymore. So I need a new color. So we've got a pole here, I guess. And we need power to the toxic, yes. What color for unfiltered gas? We get brown, khaki, orange, pink, purple. That's all the room I have because you can only have up to 5 options here. So there it is. You vote. I would have had blue, but we're using blue for kind of water, so I'm not going to include that in the poll either. No, Crowbar, get over here. All right, let's make sure this works. So one way to make sure it works, get out our Atmo analyzer. We have 306 moles in that pipe. Get out my waste tank. That got full. Stick it in. 315 moles. It works. I mean, I don't have any reason why it wouldn't, but there. And then, actually, because my waste tank also had some CO2 in it, carbon dioxide, 4 moles. Pollutant. So I do need to do some other things. I need to make sure that Hey, Ig. I need to make sure that I don't overpressurize these things, which is a little tricky to do the way I've... I would need to set up back pressure regulators, I guess. It looks like purple's gonna win, so let's get the purple out. Time to tag the world. So then purple represents just unfiltered mixed gas. Good job, me. Yeah, well, I'm playing this because I love the game, but sure, we can go with Perseverance too. It can be both. There it is. Our lovely system. I really do think that's nice. I really, really, really do. Then waste tanks. Honestly, waste tanks at this point should be...
Waste tank critical.
Shut up, lady. Waste tanks should be purple. Because waste tanks... Purple now represents mixed gas. You know. There's the outside pipes too. I'm not going to worry about the outside pipes. The outside pipes are just, they're outside. This is just so that I know what's in them. So let's build in, before I have a ruptured explosion, back pressure regulators. So the canisters here, oh, I'm gonna have to Google this. So most of my canisters are the MK1 cans, except for my oxygen, which is a little bit different. But I'm going to back pressure regulate for the portable tanks. So the portable tanks max pressure is 10 kPa. Yep. So I'll show you how this is going to work. Or, you know, instead... Huh. Well, I wouldn't have a brown waste tank because, like, there is no waste gas. So... The challenge here... Sorry, I'm just thinking slow. Let's use an active vent to start priming our tanks full of stuff. So this is going to start to grab, and I want to grab the gases when it's nighttime because they will be a lot cooler than daytime gas. Oh, I grabbed the waste tank, not the purple can. Go away. This, like, sad piano music is just a very strange choice playlist. Like birds chirping. You do realize we're on Venus, right? There ain't no birds. I don't dislike it. It's just, it doesn't... I don't know. Strange. Alright, so... the CO2 tank is obviously going to fill up way early. Because most of the atmosphere is CO2. But I believe... and I'm going to have to observe this for myself, just in case. So here's our CO2 tank, and as you can see, it's already up to 1 MPa. At 10, it explodes. I believe I could just pull out the filter, and... yeah, I can pull out the filter, and it would stop filtering carbon dioxide. So at some point, I'm just going to... yank the filter once this gets enough CO2 that I don't really need any more CO2. But we are building up some X. we are going to be building up nitrogen. And nitrogen and X are what I'm most concerned about because I need them. We're obviously not going to gain any oxygen or volatiles from pulling atmo gas. But I have to basically babysit this carbon dioxide thing or it will blow up. I'm sure you all want me to blow it up. Oh, it's because explosions are funny, teehee. Eventually, I would have a back pressure regulator to regulate this, but the back pressure regulators do require power, and they require to be powered on all the time. And what I would need to do is I would need to then feed all the back pressure regulators on each one of these tanks out to the waste outgassing. I mean, I could do that, certainly. Yeah, I could do that. It just is more... Building a bunch of fail-safes is complicated. Okay. Pulled. Oh, and actually, can't I just... Yeah, I'm just going to use this carbon dioxide filter in my own suit. Waste not, want not. Alright, so now, I want to turn off that, active vent. I just can't be outside for it, because I don't want the active vent pulling hot gas from daytime. So I'll literally just rip the cable out. It works. So now we have about an MPa of nitrogen, which is not bad. And a teeny bit of X. So if I want to start introducing this into the base, build a timer controller for that, or just a daylight sensor or something like that. Like you just build a daylight sensor, but I'm not gonna need to do that very often. So what am I doing at this point? At this point, I want to... Guys, what's next? Put a switch for the vent? Yeah, I could. It's really not, like, all that important. In fact, for now, I'm just going to splice this because I don't need any of my atmospherics on. I should put it on an APC. That's what I really should do. I should put everything in atmospherics on an APC, including that vent, so I can just turn it off during the day. Because I don't actually need my filters running or anything like that. Which is way better. So the goal of filtering out the gases... I guess I should explain better. So the goal of filtering out the gases is so that I can control the atmosphere in this base, so that the atmosphere in this base is balanced for plant growth. Next, I would say cheese is right. Yeah, we got to focus on the temperature of the base. To focus on the temperature of the base, I am going to need considerably more X gas, though. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot more X gas. So I'm just trying to think about what to do first and how to do it. It's like there's so much to be done that like my brain is locking up and I'm not doing anything. Let me see. The hydroponic... Well, I could also show you what hydroponics look like. So here's a hydroponic tray, if I had the iron for it. So the hydroponic tray is a tray that you feed in... You feed in water, and you give it sunlight in the presence of the right atmosphere. And plants grow out of the tray. It's really just that simple. If you don't have direct sunlight for some reason, or you don't have strong direct sunlight, you can also use grow lights. So let me go through the list here. So we have atmospherics. Pressure regulators, volume pumps. Yeah, I guess the grow lights are on the other one. Make a hopper for the Atmo print. Oh, that's a good stream goal. Yeah, I could do that. So here's a grow light, but I would need Electrum for that, which is not too bad to manufacture. But if my only goal so far is, and Neosun, by the way, I wanted to thank you for your sub. So cheers, dude. Sorry I didn't do it earlier. This game takes up just a lot of my attention span. Yeah, the tutorial doesn't really show you much. I will agree wholeheartedly there. All right, so if I set chutes up here, it's gonna look a little weird, but like I'm probably gonna refund you on that one, just because it's so simple to do. Because there we go, it's like done already. If I wanted to stick things in here, there's the gold. There's steel. It's a lot easier. I have no idea why I didn't. I'm stubborn and I decided not to do it. Okay, what am I working on? Once the sun goes down, I should start to try to gather as much X as I can. I should set up the output furnace. You know what I think I need to do, honestly, is to... Maybe I'll have you decide. So the decisions here is a combustion-free furnace. That would allow me to capture capture gases. So a combustion-free furnace, a gas capture furnace, because they are two separate things. I don't necessarily. I can have a dedicated gas capture furnace. Run trades. What else is there in the base to do? Set up electrolysis. Or work on AC. Okay, that's enough. That should be enough. So both furnaces can be honestly the same thing. So one of the things I probably need to do, given Venus, is I need a furnace. I'll speak about each project while you vote. I'll try to do it quickly. So air conditioning would need more X gas and then wall coolers, and that's pretty much it. If I did do air conditioning, it also means that I need to pressurize the base and stop using my doors the way I've been using them. So that I don't keep letting the heat in. Running trades would allow me to try to buy seeds for farming. Gas capture furnace would allow me to capture volatiles for my volatile tank. Capture really any other gases that outgas. I could probably combine the gas capture and combustion-free furnace together. A combustion-free furnace would be one that would allow me to smelt whatever I wanted, which would open up a lot of options, and also it would stop me from having to use this arc furnace. I think ultimately I'm going to need one, but when I build it is up to debate, or when I should build it is up to debate. So if I'm to be working on AC, let's do that. Wall coolers. Thank you all so very much for watching episode 8 of Rhadamant Plays Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Keep in mind that there is a ridiculous amount of content that has yet to air. If you'd like to catch a live stream to catch up to all of my ridiculous amount of content, Rhadamant.com has links for you. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.